Once again to Warda, we welcome you here. Are we good? Am I still talking? All right. Apologize everyone for yay! Hey! Hi everybody! We're so sorry that we had technical difficulties, but we're here. There were a couple of pixies in the mix, and we had to fix them and take them out of they were in the machines.
They were helping.
They were helping. They were helping. They were wingless pixies. They had their wings off, and they were inside those trying to work.
Pixies.
Sometimes the wings get in the way.
So here we are once again. Welcome, citizens. Welcome again to Warda. We thank you so much for showing up. Just want to thank you guys so much because without you guys, we would not be able to do this. It's your love and support that keep us going with this. It's a cool game, but it's for you. So thank you once again for showing up. We are once again here in Warda, and we're here with our lovely and talented friends here tonight. We're going to go down the line, like always. We're going to say who you are, really, what your real name is, what your character name is, and what your character is. So let's start at the end.
My name is Justin. I am playing Imberlar Ardeo. He's a half-gene of Ifriti, who of the High House Ardeo, which is basically the High House of the Ifritis. And I am a warden of the Hand and Eye, so I'm a magic cop.
I am Frank, and I am playing Tippin, just Tippin, of the High House Tippin, because
They're high. They're high now.
yeah, House of Tippin, the pixie. He is a house of one, but it's growing. He's
what would Tippin's house words be?
What's this?
Hello, my name is Amy, and I'm playing Owen Ballard, who is a dandy entrepreneur, curiosity shop owner who likes to go out and have fun and get into a little trouble and generally just follow my own whims. And I'm a half-gene Nayati.
Very nice, very nice. And I, as always, am Drew, and I'm going to be your GM for tonight and your tour guide in the world of Warda. So we got a little business to do tonight, guys. First off, we'd like to give a big shout out. We got JJ on the ones and twos tonight. Thank you, JJ, for working.
JJ.
And we got Ali Merzieski in the chat tonight. If you have questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to let Ali know. She will take all of those questions and spend all the rest of this week working on them. So we have those. We'd like to give a big shout out to Alexis Cohen-Penna. Alexis Cohen-Penna has given us our very first bit of fan fiction. So we have it, and it's amazing. It's wonderful. Thank you so much, Alexis, for that. Just so all of you know, if you have fan fiction, or if you have fan art, or you have questions, or if you want to talk about Warda throughout the week and not just on Tuesdays, you can always send questions and comments and concerns to welcometowarda@gmail.com. Ali, if you can give that in the chat for us, please. So remember that Warda is not just a world that I came up with, or Ali came up with, or that these guys get to play in. It's a world that you live in as well. So feel free to make it as much as yours as it is ours. And we'll do our best to make it the best world that it can be. Let's see what else we got here. We also need to give a big thanks and shout out to the One Shot Podcast Network for letting us use their Pocket Dimension and use all of their equipment so we can bring Warda to you. If you are interested in backing or helping out the One Shot Podcast, you can go. They're doing a Patreon drive right now. They're trying to get up to $7,500 a month. They're very, very close.
You're very close.
Oh.
Very close. So see if you can jump in and become a part of that. If you help them, it helps us. So thank you so much. But if you feel like helping us directly, you can always go to the Patreon, which is patreon.com/whimsyartifice. It's new. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, so we have all that. Another quick announcement. We have new web content right now. We were able to put up new things. There is now an age guide so you will know the ages of people, like a lifespan guide. So you can go and say, oh, I feel like my Nayati is 80 years old, and how that relates to Ifriti and Johnny and Silvani, because sometimes you're a teenager, but someone else is an adult.
Yeah.
Even though you're the exact same age. Yes, there is a special pixie column
It's very small.
that lets you know what their lifespan is like too, because it only lasts a year. There's also a brand new content for the first ward, which is the Ivory Glade, which we've talked about on this chat. As Dove is a part of the Ivory Glade, we wrote out a thing for that, and so there is now information on the Ivory Glade. What else? What else we got here? Oh. And last but not least, we have our very first bit of official art. Well, it's not our very first, but it's our first character portrait. So, JJ, if you can give us a look at what Embalar looks like.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, there he is. There he is. That is Embalar Ardeo.
That's me.
And it's really cool. Like I
I
saw
think it looks awesome. I think it looks absolutely fantastic.
It was funny because when we had we had her do the art, she was like, I made it look like him because I thought that's what he would like.
I love it. I was like, ooh.
So it's perfect. So that's Embalar. If you guys want to picture what Embalar looks like, feel free. If you guys want to look up pictures and say like, you know what, I feel like this is what Corrigan Vance looks like, or something like that, feel free to look up. Pinterest is a good place to go for that. And so that's all of our business for today. If you have questions, comments, concerns, feel free to ask. I'm going to ask my weekly question of our party. So I want to know, what is your character's favorite type of weather? And we're going to start with Embalar.
Favorite type of weather? Snow.
Ooh, snow.
I love snow. Snow is amazing because it feels magical. Because like growing up around, like constantly being like fire magic. So like that's how I'm always like our neighborhood. Our snow was always like didn't come very often.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, weather is scheduled in Warda, but it was scheduled less often especially because my mother and father weren't huge fans of it. Mainly, my mother wasn't a huge fan of it, so I didn't really get to see it a lot. So that I'm a huge fan of that. Plus, if I sit down in it, I can melt it.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
That's very nice. I like
Are
that.
you affected by cold? Would they be affected? Are you less affected by cold because you're a fire fae?
I mean, I actually don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I feel like I'm cold just as much as anyone else.
I think so. I mean, I think you can actually.
I can heat myself up easier.
Yeah, you can heat yourself up easier. I agree with that. I mean, a good word of wisdom is that your estate is actually a tropical estate.
Yeah.
Like they keep it tropical all the time because your mother loves that kind of weather. And the other thing is that there is only one season of winter in the entire year. They have several springs and a couple of different summers and several autumns, but they only have one winter.
Is there a big festival whenever they're getting ready where it's like the winter is coming festival?
Oh, well, they usually bring out the dire wolves for that. And
Oh, nice.
a couple
The dire
people-
goats.
goats?
The
The
dire
dire
goats.
goats. Carl, the dire goat. And they'll cut off a couple people's heads, stuff like that. Make a big ice wall. It's good. So that's Embalar's favorite. What's yours, Tippin?
That's a tough choice because Tippin hasn't experienced many seasons.
That's true. That's true.
So I would have to say so far, Tippin really likes. This is hard. This is a hard question. I'm putting a lot more thought into this than needs be.
Do you want to defer your turn?
Yeah, I defer my turn.
Okay,
I want to go
we can
last.
For
I know mine.
Winner with that? Okay, all right. I'm keeping that in the back pocket.
Mine is a nice warm rain, where it's like a pretty sunny day and everything's really clear, but it's just raining, and I'll like everything. I just like water, because I can't be around like the ocean or anything. So a rain, it just sort of makes me feel better.
Nice. Very nice. I like that, guys.
Okay, I have mine.
Okay.
I think Tippin likes not the thunderstorm itself, but like the moments before where the air just feels like charged and there's like so much more energy around. I think he likes that.
That's cool. I like
His
that.
change is coming.
Yeah, because it's change and it happens so quickly and
Yeah.
like it's just that
time.
moment there, and that's his favorite weather.
I dig that. I think that's
I have
really
a
cool.
question then for you then. So since your life, you live like moments like 15 minutes into a day for you, would that moment like feel like a while? Like that's a
Yeah,
day
the
for
moment
you?
I guess would feel like a while,
Like a-
like
like,
a good third of a day or something.
Like-
Because I don't think it's a very long moment. It's like a 5-10 minute thing. Really.
Yeah, like a rain, like a sudden down, like cloud
yeah, like
burst.
right before
That's
it
really
happens.
cool.
So
That's really cool. That's super, super cool. I like that. So yeah, that's our getting to know you segment of the pod, of the show. So thank you guys so much. Okay, you guys ready?
Oh my god, kinda, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Yes.
So as everyone knows, I was out sick last week, and Allie did a great job of GMing in my absence. She did such a great job. She's gonna come back and continue to do that. We're gonna switch off every week. So this week you'll get me. Next week you'll get Allie. And come July, you'll get Allie all month long. So Allie left us with a cliffhanger last time. Last time, the big things that had happened are Chet no longer remembers anything.
it's not a
Chet.
bad thing.
Chet Sockington, yes indeed. Hello.
Oh, I just.
Hello.
I think he's gonna be a better person because of this.
Oh, thank you, Chet.
Yes indeed.
I have a very
Chet doesn't remember
good feeling
anything.
about this.
And Renyi is dead.
No!
Yeah.
No, Renyi.
Renyi, yes.
Renyi.
Sorry, I was so ready. I was
You're
just
ready,
Like,
you're
I
ready
was like
for-
so charged. I was like, dead. I was like, no.
Renyi, that's Yashara's mother.
Yashara's mom.
Yashara's mother is
Yashara's
dead.
mom.
And Dove has come to you guys and let you guys know that she has died.
Heart's racing.
Isley is dead as well.
Isley is dead as well. So there are several deaths that have been happening in quick succession. And we left it at a cliffhanger because we know that Embalar, he sent Fenelle to Renyi to go make sure that she was okay. So that's where we left off. We left off, you guys were on your way to Renyi's apartment.
I trust Fenelle. She's capable. She's strong. She doesn't need backup. Well, I mean, I want to be backup, but I believe in her. I believe in her.
Very nice.
believe in
So
Hashtag I believe in Fenelle.
so let's do our customary cold open. So I want you to picture yourself high above the city of Ammingrad. And we look down at it from up in the clouds, and we can see it as we usually see it. It's that horseshoe that we see. Mountains at the back, and a impressive stone border that runs all the way in this horseshoe around the city. And we can see from high up, we see the patchwork of the 10th Ward, which is the outside agricultural part of it. We see the jumbled mess of the city on the inside. I believe in Fenelle. And we find ourselves going down towards the closer and closer into the city. And as we're going closer and closer down, we enter into Bellwood Park, where this adventure is taking place. And we go, and as we come down, we're weaving in and out through the city. And as you're weaving in and out through the city, it's the middle of the day. So everyone's out and about, people are doing things. There are dire goat carts being pulled, and there's Gobbins and Johnny, and everyone's out and doing things today. And we go into a seedier part of the city. And as we go through, we hit roads that at one time were probably nice cobblestone, and now they're broken up, and there's that brick layer that's underneath that. There was brick there, and then they put cobblestone, and it's like you can see the bottom of that. And we're going through, and we hit into a tenement, and in this tenement, it's full of humans. There's children crying, and people are yelling, and the walls are super thin, and we go through different rooms, and we see different things. We see a couple arguing, and we see children who are yelling at each other, and we see people that are sleeping, and we see a guy pissing on a wall inside. And as we go through, we immediately come up on two figures dragging a third down this hallway. And these figures are hooded, and they're dragging this person. And they like push past a couple of humans as they walk down the hallway. And they come to this final door, and they go down a couple of stairs into this door, and they fling open the door, and the room is full of silent people. in like cowls and hoods and hats pulled low, and they're talking very, very close to each other. And at the far back of the room, there sits another person, an imposing figure in the darkness, in the shadows. And there, in the darkness and that shadows, we see him talking to somebody. And as they come closer, they bring the two shadowy figures come in, and they throw the person down, and they have like a bag over their head, and they're shackled and tied up. And the person that is sitting at the back in the shadowy place, we don't see his face. All we see is the camera kind of close up on like his mouth, and it's that, you know, in Aladdin, how you never really see Jafar's face in the very beginning of it, like it's all in shadow. It's that sort of thing. And he looks down and goes, "And what is this?" And I go, "Oh, sorry about that. Just want you to know the job's done. And we caught this one snooping around." And he goes, "Who is it?" And they pull the bag off, and it's Fenelle.
Oh, still alive. And
Fenelle, she's got like a black eye, and she's bleeding in a couple of different places. And as she's like looking at everybody, he goes, "And what's your name?" And she goes, "You can call me Fenelle. And I'm a warden with the hand and eye, and all of you are under arrest." And everyone kind of, there's a laughter that kind of goes through everything.
Sweet summer child.
And she's like, "I'll have you know that I have," and somebody kicks her in the stomach, and she like bowls over. And he like looks down, the guy looks down and is like, "Yeah, that's for my tooth." And we see that he's like missing a couple of teeth from where she knocked them out. And the shadowy figure goes, "Why have you brought me this?" And they go, "Oh, we brought her back because she was fooling around, boss. She was around there, and we didn't know what to do with her." She's like, "And so you brought her here so she could see all of us?" "Well, maybe not." He's like, "Put the bag back over her head, you idiot." And they put the bag over her head, like, "Put her in the corner. We'll figure out what to do with her later." And they like drag her off as she like is screaming and stuff and like kicking out. And he goes, "Is the job done?" And the one goes, "Yeah, job's done." And he goes, "Do you have it then?" And they go, I got this boss." And he pulls out like a stack of letters, and he hands the letters to him. And the hand reaches out, and it's this light red hand reaches out and takes them and pulls them closer into the shadows. And you can see, we don't see his face, but you just see him like look through, and then he goes, "Come here." And the guy comes close, the fairy, they're all fairies. He comes a little closer and he throws it in his face, and he goes, "This isn't what I'm looking for. I need what I'm looking for." And he goes, "Well, it's all we could get, boss. There's nothing there?" He's like, "It's all worthless. You know exactly what we need, so go and find it." "All right, boss, all right." And they like head on out. And he says, "No, stop. Is the other one dead?" And everyone gets very quiet. And they turn around and they go, "No, boss. He ain't dead yet." And the figure sighs very heavily and goes, "I'm losing my patience with you. I had very explicit instructions. I wanted proof, and I wanted Chet Stockington dead. So you either finish this tonight, or I finish you. Do you understand? My master is very impatient." And everyone's like, all right, boss, all right. We'll get it done." And as one of them begins to leave, he goes, "It's not like we've been out all night or anything." And out of nowhere, with like nearly imperceptible speed, this guy gets pulled into the shadows. And we immediately are turned, we look at the camera turns to the shadows, and we don't see anything. All we hear is a, "Oh!" And all that rolls out is this fairy's head. And there's a of him like wiping blood off, like shaking blood off of his hand. That'll be the least of your problems if Chet isn't dead by the end of this day. Do you understand? And they're like, all right, boss, yeah, indeed, boss. All right. And they're like, go. And they head off. He goes, 12 hours is what I give you. And they scatter to do his bidding. As they leave, as the whole room kind of filters out, he's still sitting there in this darkness, and he snaps his fingers, and you hear the flutter of pixie wings. And in comes a pixie. And the camera is on the pixie, and the pixie is shirtless. And the pixie has a soul brand on their chest. And he goes, Master? He goes, you will take a message to my master. You will go and let them know the job is not done, but it will be done before the end of this day. You may go. Yes, I shall. And he flies out. And the camera kind of pans up, and we see that hand placed on the face of this, and all you can see is the eyes of this person, and they're blue, like they're a blue flickering flame. And he goes, time is running out. Fade to black. Oh, we're back. Oh, hey. So that's the opening. All right.
Pippin says we go home.
So you guys are in a taxi, heading along. We're gonna say that it's driven by McGee.
Yeah, McGee.
So it's driven by McGee, and you're in this taxi, and this taxi is you guys sitting in it, and there's Dove stretched out, taking up one entire side of this, and you two are sitting there, and she taps on the outside of the carriage as you guys rumble along. She's like, "You may go faster," and there's a. You guys kind of speed up a bit more.
Is Chet with us?
Chet is with you.
Okay.
Chet is sitting in between the two of you. This is fun. What is this? What do we? Oh, we took that taxi, didn't we? This is a taxi.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
All right then. It's terribly fun though. And she goes, "Can you keep him quiet at least just for a little bit?" And he's like, "Can I look out the window?"
Look out the window. Look.
Oh, good,
Look,
good.
A dire goat.
Oh my! He's like head out the window, like looking at stuff. And Dove's like, "So what's your plan? What are you gonna do?"
I don't know. I mean,
I think you need to be prepared for the fact that your friend might not be alive.
yeah. Easier said than done, Dove. You said there's no reports. Do you know anything about what happened there?
I'll tell you exactly what happened. I showed up to make sure to see that she was alive or dead. She was dead.
Was there anybody else there?
I didn't stay. I needed to come and get you guys.
So there were no wardens there yet. So that means
There's
that
no
nobody-
wardens there.
Nobody's called it in
and
yet.
I closed and locked the door. Nobody's going to go in. We're going to hopefully arrive to a completely clean crime scene. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to drop you guys off. I have other errands I need to run, okay?
Okay.
This is a very crucial time in what's going on here.
Yes. Can you? Probably a bit much to ask, but could you put out any feelers or anybody that you know who could try to see if she's, alive?
Okay, I will. I will do that. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
You guys lapse into a comfortable silence. And as you lapse into that comfortable silence, you hear that as the cab kind of pulls to a stop, and McGee gets out. He opens the door. Welcome. We're here. Everybody kind of gets out, and he's like, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for taking McGee's cab. Very nice. Just the one, but one day it's going to be more.
I believe in you.
Thank you." He's like,
Emmy, you want to take this one?
I've already started walking inside. Like I
He
got
goes,
out and
I'm
immediately
gonna
started
steal
walking
some money
inside.
from Emmy.
Well, where's Dove at? Isn't Dove like Dove is still in the cab, right?
yeah,
She's going
Dove's
someplace
still in
else.
the
yeah, Dove leans out and goes, "I'll take care of it, McGee. Just get in, just drive."
wanted to steal
McGee's like,
from Emmy.
"All right, okay then." And McGee goes and he's like,
He's grieving.
"I have no idea what you guys are up to, but good luck." And he pulls away. You guys are standing in front of a like a brownstone type building. It's all brick, and it's not a nice building, but it's not a dilapidated tenement either. It's somewhere like in between.
I'm standing with like just my hand on like the doorknob, just like standing there.
I'm gonna fly up and check windows.
Okay. So you fly up, and I'm going to say that you roll me a notice.
That is a 4.
Nice. So you are able to fly around, and you notice that her particular apartment building, because you go around, and what you find is you find her window, and you notice it's her window because you look inside, you do the whole, and you look inside, and as you look inside, you see that there is an obviously still form laying in between two rooms, and there's a lot of red.
I'll call down and ask if Emmy can open this window for me. Use like magic to like melt it open or
Let's
something.
just go in.
I know. I just want to get in there.
I mean,
Tippin's thinking of the fastest way in.
Tippin, roll me a luck. Ooh, bad luck. There's,
Bad luck.
you try to get into the pixie entrances. They're all blocked up for some reason.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock in the door since Dove left and she said she locked it, and I
Well,
don't think.
Yeah, I'm still standing there. Like, would I know any sort of like as a warden, or we probably like have like some sort of like unlocking magic?
I would,
Let's.
yeah, I'm gonna say that. Roll me an Arcana.
That
Ooh,
is a 4.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you, as a warden, are able to open most simple locks using a particular lock spell.
Yeah.
And so what you do is you go and it's the hand on it. There's like geometry that comes around it, and you are able to unlock the door. And you unlock the first door, and you immediately go into a foyer type thing. And then there's a couple of different apartments, but it's one of those. You walk in, there's immediately 2 apartments on the ground floor, and it looks like there's stairs that lead up to 2 other apartments.
Oh, which one is hers? Is it like a mailbox?
Yeah, so you look at the mailbox, and you notice that she is the top floor on the right.
Okay. Then I open it and I'm going upstairs.
I'm following.
Is this window locked since she's on the top floor?
Roll for me because it is locked. Like you're trying to open it and
Yeah.
it's locked. You can try to like open the lock if you like.
Yeah.
What would that be? I think it's a criminal. Do you have a criminal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Roll criminal for me.
Yeah, criminal. Okay, 1
1.
because I canceled everything else.
So you go to try and open this lock. You like reach into the lock, and so tell me how you're trying to open it.
So what kind of lock is it? Is it like a key lock? Is it like a
It's like
a latch?
I'm gonna say it's like a latch.
Like a latch? Okay.
So you're like trying to like reach for the latch.
Reach for the latch. Well, I guess if I'm trying to reach for the latch, I guess I'm trying to like, because I'm imagining like the hook something like that.
Yeah, like one of
kind
those.
thing. And so I guess I'm trying to like push it up.
Okay,
From
so,
from
so you're
under
like
it,
trying
rather-
to like reach underneath it.
Yeah,
and-
because I feel like I can't reach the top of it.
Yeah.
Or else I would have done that.
I'm gonna say it's too narrow. Like you try, you're almost there, but you can't do it.
They're going up anyways.
Yeah.
I'll wait outside the window.
Yeah.
Then I want to keep watch and make sure no one follows us inside the house.
Okay. Awesome.
That's a good idea.
So roll me a notice real quick. Make sure that nobody follows you.
That is a 2.
2.
Yeah.
Nice. So you're watching for that. So you guys head up the stairs. So you're walking up the. Oh, is it the everybody loosey goosey dance?
I did the Lucy. I did it. Yeah, just like.
We're playing a loosey goosey game of fate. Okay, so you guys are heading up the stairs and you come to her door. And I'm gonna say that with that 4, you're able to like open the door. I'm gonna say what it looks like for you is you actually have to like magically study the lock. To like, and you have to like study it for a little while. Like you like reach out with your feelings type thing and feel what the lock is, and you have to like figure that out. And so you have to do that same thing with this. But with that you got before, I'm gonna say that it's fine. You're able to open it, and the door swings open, and you're immediately met with it's hot in this room, and it's also like you get this smell of blood. So it's a fresh enough smell that it's still in the air of what you guys have. You immediately step in, and the first thing you notice is that this place is pretty much ransacked as well.
Yeah.
And the body is not like off in a corner or something like that. She is in between two different rooms.
Yeah.
Oh God. This is intense.
It's probably best if you stay out here for a minute. And
I'm not staying out here. Somebody was murdered. I'm coming with you.
Okay, fine. Just be on your guard. I have my strike out, and I'm gonna. Do you have like a? I have an Arcanica. I'm gonna roll to see like use like a sense spell to see if there's anybody in the
Sure.
apartment.
Roll me a sense spell.
That is a 3.
3. What are you looking for specifically?
Any breathing, living life forms, anybody
Okay.
in the apartment.
How does that spell look?
So it's gonna go out, and it affects my vision, and only me because it's applying it to myself. It goes out to what I see like a kind of like a gold shockwave. Like it goes out into like passes through all the walls, and if it hits something, then I see it and it turns into like I see like a golden silhouette. So I turn around and I see Owen. She's like has like a slight golden shroud around her.
So it's like a sonar type
Kind
thing.
of, yeah, but it passes over the dead body, and it doesn't turn gold at all.
Okay, so it's living material as well.
Yeah.
So like you get like that. So like the gold gives like outlines of things, but if it's a living thing, it will light up.
Yeah.
So immediately you notice that she's not there. You see Owen. There's like pixies, obviously, because pixies are everywhere. You get a sense of there's like pixies in the attic, mice, rats, cats, stuff like that, but nothing big. No humanoid type big things.
Okay.
Do you think one of the pixies saw anything?
That's a good
There's
question. Do
pixies
you know?
in the attic?
Maybe that's a very good question. Where's Tip? Look around. I'll see Tip.
Oh yeah, and then you notice that there's Tip.
I walk over and undo the latch, open the window.
Okay, as you're walking over, you notice you have to like step over pools of blood.
Oh God, oh God.
But you do notice that as you're going over there, that there are footprints in the blood too.
Footprints in the blood over here.
Okay, I'm boom. Crime scene. I don't see any other bodies. So Fenelle isn't here.
Fenelle isn't here.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Maybe she didn't get here in time. Maybe she
she
got caught up
didn't.
in traffic. Maybe she's not here. She might.
Have you even tried to contact her?
No. No, I haven't.
So you're worrying about nothing right
okay.
now. Let's focus on the task at hand.
Yes.
I want to examine the body and see if I notice anything about the way that she died. Or can I see, like...
Sure. Either an investigate or a notice.
I have notice. And that is a 3.
A 3. Okay, so ask me 2 questions and I'll answer them for you.
Okay. Where is the blood coming from?
So the blood is coming specifically from her.
Well, like,
Oh, like it's coming from her.
where
Like
is
she's
the,
she
the
is
floorboards.
she is face down.
She's face down.
She is face down on the ground.
So I can't see where
And the blood is
coming
coming out from underneath her.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay.
She's also between rooms. So it looks like she was between places when something happened. Like she's not in one particular place. She's
She's like on her way somewhere.
on her way someplace.
Probably
So
crawling away.
was she surprised? And that's not my question, but maybe she was surprised.
Owen says.
Owen
out loud.
says out loud.
Questions.
Sure.
The rooms that she's in, is there a door to these rooms?
So what it is, let's actually I will draw out the layout of this apartment very quickly.
I'm gonna show it in the middle. Can I ask another question? while
Sure.
you're doing that? Is there anything strange about the body besides the copious amount of blood coming out from underneath her?
Again, she's face down, so
Okay,
you're not
so I haven't- okay.
entirely sure yet. Sorry, guys. This is it.
Did you see it?
That is the entirety of. Actually, let me jump to
The
the
close-up camera.
to the close-up cam.
Oh, that's Amberlar.
So that's what it looks like. As you can see, there's a parlor and a kitchen. There's a bedroom, a bathroom, and a storage room, basically. It's a very small apartment.
Yeah.
So you notice that she is in between the bedroom and the parlor.
Is she,
And the window that you were at is this window here.
so she's face down. Is her head in the bedroom
In
or
the
in
bedroom.
parlor?
It's in the bedroom.
So they were waiting for her.
Can I turn her
in the
body
bedroom.
over?
If you'd like, you can turn her body over.
No, don't touch. Don't touch
Okay,
her.
I don't turn her body over.
Don't touch her because
Because they're, all right.
yeah. So
That makes
let
sense,
let
that
me do
makes
it because I'm the cop or the warden. So I go down and I move her with magic so that way I don't like touch her at all.
Cool.
I just like because we have like little bits that we can like snap and move things. So I
Yeah.
just kind of just slowly roll her over respectfully.
Yeah.
Move her over.
Here's a word of wisdom, real quick. Levitation spells are for inorganic matter or dead matter.
Ooh, okay.
So you can only levitate things that are not living. That's the blanket thing. So like you can't snap your fingers and levitate yourself to go do stuff.
Yeah.
A Johnny can do that,
No,
but
that-
anyone else can't. So if you're going to do a general levitation spell, that's what's going on. Word of wisdom. Okay. Go ahead.
So yeah, I snap and then she kind of like rolls over and her head's like all loose.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming I see a bunch of stab wounds.
There's a ton of stab wounds, much like Isley.
Can I notice to see if they're post-mortem, like Isley as well?
Sure, go ahead. You can roll notice.
That's a 4.
Okay, yeah, you get closer, Tippin. So as he's tipping her over, Tippin gets close. And as Tippin gets close, you notice that since you are closer to it, you see that the stab wounds are around skin that looks to be like magic frayed and then covered up, so it's post-mortem.
Okay.
Ooh, so
Wait,
the stab wounds are
Covering up the
magic.
cause of death.
Yeah, that's what you get from that.
Interesting.
Tippin.
Okay. I also have a question for M. Hey, M. So Fenelle's your partner, right? Mm-hmm. Do you have a way to locate each other? Like a magical way to do that?
Do we? I don't.
Roll a luck.
Oh, super
Oh
luck.
my gosh. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say.
I bet immediately
what,
say that.
What is it? Like, what is it? I mean, is it Is it the power of the heart? I mean, like,
Well, is it like the spell you put on me, where like I'm in distress and you'll know?
But yeah, probably. But I would say this is probably a bit more like
Complex.
like stronger. So it's something that our captain puts on us, and then we only get to if we activate it, we don't activate this very often. Like it has to be only for like very serious situations because otherwise you can get like spying stuff like that. So essentially, you snap. Like I would have like a piece of like a little tiny piece of metal, and then a piece of like something breakable. And if I take it and I snap it, I immediately feel a kind of like a light, similar to what you did when you were tracking the bag, or you had like the vest.
String.
Yeah, like the string. It's similar to that.
Okay.
And the consequence to why we can't use that very often is because there's a shit ton of paperwork that we have to do to like, why did you do that? And it can only be deactivated by both of us being together, and like our captain has to deactivate it, and but it does also work for if they're dead, because like it's to their body, not
not to them. Okay. So you do that, and that gold line streaks out from that central point that you did that at, and it like goes to you. So it's now connecting to you to her, and it goes into the parlor, around the bedroom, and then stops in the storage room.
What are you waiting for? Go open the door.
I walk over really slowly. I have my strike ready. And I open the storage door.
You open the storage door, and as you open it, you notice that there is a dead fairy in the closet, and he has her badge.
In my hand, like my strike starts to like fire starts to come out of the bottom of the strike and burn a hole in the ground.
Like sparks and like.
Well, no, it's burning straight up, burning a hole in the floor.
I'm gonna examine the fairy.
Okay.
I want to see specifically if he was A, killed in the same way as Renyi, B, killed by any other means.
Okay, so you're doing that. What are you doing, Owen?
I put out his arm with some water, like I'm just calming him. I'm trying to get his head together. Like, get it together. It's okay. The badge is there. We don't know anything yet. There's a lot going on right now. It would serve you well to pull yourself together and calm down.
You're right. I can't find her if I'm not calm and rational.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We need to send another pixie to the captain. And I just walk outside
Okay, all right.
because I can't be here right now.
Okay. He walks out. What do you do, Owen? Do you go with him?
No, I want to look around the room to see if there's anything weird in the room, like something out of place.
Okay.
Is the room? It's a storage room, so is it also ransacked, or is it just like regular?
Go ahead and roll a notice for that. But Tippin, you were going to do your notice as well.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Man, apparently
I'm doing a
you're gonna.
reroll just
Are the
because
lights off? I think
this
the
is
lights
important.
are just off. So that's a 0 for me.
Oh, that's much better for Tippin. That's a 4.
A 4. Okay, what are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for how they died specifically.
How they died? How this particular fairy died?
Yes.
Okay, so you look over the fairy, and as you look over the fairy, roll me a luck.
Neutral luck. Like, would it? Because I get how like
that's
certain magics
very-
work. Were they killed by like plantish magic, like Fenelle's magic?
I mean, basically you.
Are there grass stains on them?
You look over. the fairy,
stains.
and the fairy, as you like move his bowler hat. You move the bowler hat up, and you notice the fairy is wearing like a dingy, like a coat, like a regular coat, suspenders, no tie or anything, just like a shirt and a bowler hat. And you move the bowler hat up, and he's been pierced right here and out the back of his bowler hat. by a tree branch.
Fenelle.
Get a girl.
But in his hand, I mean, you notice that he's got her badge, and there appears to be the signs of a struggle that happened in here. But that's how.
Yeah.
But with a 4, I'm going to give you 2 questions. So what's the other question you have asking about this?
Is he holding anything, or does he have any attire on that would make him stand out? Like,
Okay.
is he part of something? Like,
So you basically, so like that looking over him is seeing that and looking at what other things he might have on him. You notice that it looks like he was going through things in this room when he and Fenelle fought. You get that sense of what's going on. And you notice that there's a lot of like letters strewn everywhere in this little storage room. Like it's a storage room, but it's also like an office.
Okay.
In it, and like there's a desk and there's stuff and there's like a bunch of stuff going on in here. But there's like letters strewn everywhere, and you notice that you go through his pockets and find stuff like that. And you find not a hasty, but like a crude badge of some kind. It's got a PM on it, with crossed rod strikes.
PM.
Everyone.
Notes. What was that group called?
Everyone else is writing stuff down.
Cross strikes. Okay.
It's the Prime Minister.
You know what? Academia. Do I know about the symbol?
Pell-mells.
The pell-mells.
That's
Welcome. Good
Thank
job,
you,
chat. Yeah. Good job, chat.
Oh, chat. Thank you,
All right,
chat.
it's not my dad's
I
group.
was gonna look through my notes.
No,
I was like, because of the red hat. I was like, or the red hand. I was like, PM. What was my dad's strike group called?
So yeah, it's
You
you
were the
get.
flickering.
You're like,
Yeah, the flickering
You look
one,
at
yeah.
it and you're like, oh, it's the Pell-mells. So you're looking around, not just this room, but like the house in general.
Well, I was looking in that room, and then I obviously didn't see anything because I got a 0.
You want to
so yeah.
roll like look at it anywhere else?
I want to go out into the rest of the house and look around for anything out of place.
Okay. Roll
Or-
roll to see if you notice anything out of place.
I mean, I guess everything's out of place, but geez, Louise. 3.
3. You're going around and like the one thing you're really noticing about this apartment is that it's really dirty. You notice that you didn't notice before when you guys opened the door, but as you look back at the door, you see that there's like 7 locks on the door, and that there was like a bunch of stuff pushed like it was in front of the door, and you notice that like the windows are kind of smudged out, and you get the sense that whoever lived here didn't really leave.
Interesting.
At this point, I come back inside I found Pixie outside, sent a Pixie to the warden headquarters.
Okay, so you found
captain.
that Pixie, and as you're coming up the stairs, there's Chet.
Oh God, that's
Yeah.
right. Chet was with us.
Where's
He's-
Chet?
I completely forgot about Chet.
Chet's sitting there like outside of the apartment, like with an ice cream.
Where did you get that? Who gave you
Uh,
that ice cream?
the Johnny lady, she gave it to me.
Oh, Johnny. Oh, the.
Dove?
Yeah, the bird one, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Anyway.
And he's like sitting there, he's like, it's pretty good. You want some?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well, I mean, for you, always, Pixie. It's,
Yes.
your brainwashing has worked
It's not
spectacularly.
brainwash.
Say what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So he's just sitting there quietly. He's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
Nothing, Chet. Thank you.
You just enjoy your
Good,
ice cream.
good.
Yeah.
Like it. All right, I'll enjoy my ice cream. Thank you.
So I'll come back into the room. I'm still like very tense. Did you guys find anything?
Well, whoever lived here didn't seem like they ever wanted to leave, or they were trying to keep somebody out.
The
I
fairy
mean,
that Fenelle fought and killed very brutally.
did that?
Yeah, Fenelle killed that fairy. It was from the Pell-Mells. Ezzy.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Also, Fenelle like killed him with like a branch through his head.
Yeah, that's her move.
Cool. She's done that before.
that's her move.
That's her
her-
move.
that's
like her go-to.
The signature Fenelle.
She tries to get you that in sparring. She tries to do that to me all the time.
That kills people.
She wouldn't do it like super. We're getting off topic.
How do you do that softly?
Comes out like a bush. I don't know.
We inspected
Yeah.
the body in the storage room for anything. Like, could we find what he was looking for?
Yeah. If you guys want to search the place
Yeah, because
to find what he's looking for.
Because I didn't see, like, I just saw the body and the badge, so I didn't, like, look at anything, so, I'll go back and look again.
Yeah, if you want to roll an investigate.
Because I do have investigate.
You are a cop.
I am a cop.
You're a detective, but...
That is a 1. Let's do it again. Let's just
spend that
reroll.
reputation.
Let's spend that reputation.
Yeah. Don't be worse. Don't be worse.
It's no, this is now better because
Oh,
last
really?
one. That is a 3.
A 3. Okay, yeah, all right. So you guys start looking. I'm going to say all 3 of you start looking. Where do you look? Where do you look first?
I look.
We'll go each one of you and like.
I
Yeah.
look in the bedroom.
Okay, so you start looking in the
Near
bedroom.
like her, like, does she have a desk or anything in there where
There's like a vanity.
important things might be?
There's like a
Okay.
vanity where
Yeah.
where
I
like.
look. I look where I think something important would be, like a vanity or like a bedside table or underneath the mattress.
Okay, so
things
you're
like
starting
that.
to look there. Where are you looking?
I'll look in
Tippett?
the storage where we found the body.
Okay, and where are you looking, Embalar?
I'm gonna go into her closet. Not the storage, the other one.
Okay,
Bathroom?
like her like into the
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me see the thing again.
into the bathroom basically.
Oh, it's a bath. I thought that was a closet.
I mean, the storage is like an office closet, like hold.
All right, so yeah, you've got storage, you've got the bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll take the parlor, and I'll take like look around in the living room.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say you got a 3 with that. What do you roll for me?
It's a what? Notice?
I'm gonna say it's a notice.
Notice, cool.
Awkward.
I also got a 3.
Okay, a 3.
Oh, are we waiting? Are we
Yep.
waiting for me to
Yeah,
go?
you.
Okay. Come on. No. That is a 3.
3. Okay, so
Threes for
3s all around. So, Tippin, where were you again? You were
I'm in the storage
in the storage room. You notice that there's like a coal stove in like the corner. And it's like just like a heater type thing. It's lit, and there's a lot of papers around it, and like half burnt papers halfway inside of it.
Start gathering all of those up.
Okay.
Is there any like remains of papers inside of it that I could maybe pick out?
Yes, there is, but you're gonna have to go into the oven into the furnace to get
Well,
it.
I also have fire, man.
Yeah, Tippin doesn't think that far ahead.
Yeah.
He lives in the now.
I just want you to roll a luck. It's just a straight luck. Just,
Okay. Don't fight on.
are-
oh,
You might
You-
hear a screaming pixie.
you absolutely catch on fire. So,
I go to Owen immediately.
so Owen, this is what you see. You see there. You hear this. You hear this tiny. And you look up to see this like flaming
Oh my
pixie.
god. Okay, I immediately put it out. Or should I roll for that?
No, I'm gonna say you can do it. I'm gonna say you spot water him.
My fan. There you go.
I'm
How
gonna
did
say
this
that you
happen?
didn't get anything out of that
I figured.
because you were like, I'll just go and say, and I'm on fire.
Hey, Emmy.
You got a 3 with that, and you were looking at the vanity.
Yeah.
You look over her vanity, and you notice that there's a lot of spaces there for like jewelry, and you notice that there's a lot of space for it, but a lot of it's empty. But you do come across one particular item. It's a ring. Like you look through everything. You're looking over everything, but you feel like a lot of this has been like either taken or sold, or like this stuff used to be really nice and now it's not. But the one thing you do find that's worth taking is you find a ring, and the ring is made. It's a white ring. You can't really tell what it's made out of, and it has a diamond in it. And you notice, as you like look over it, you notice that there's some sort of inscription on the inside, like underneath the diamond on the ring, but you can't really make it out. But that's what you find.
Well, I take that.
And so Embalar, you're looking around the
parlor, yeah.
the parlor. So you're looking around the parlor, Embalar, and you're passing the body and stuff like that, and you notice that as you're like looking over the body and looking over the rest of the room, you notice that there's a potted plant that is slightly moved. And obviously the dust mark on it is not there. And you kind of line it up and you realize she was coming from there when something happened from that end.
She was attacked.
Yeah.
And so, okay, I go over to it, and how big is the potted plant?
I'm going to say it's about yay big. Yeah.
Okay. It's on the ground or on a table?
I'm going to say it's on the ground.
So I take it and I pick it up and I look underneath it, and there is a...
You find it's a strange brass box. It's about yay big of a brass box.
I try to open it.
You notice that as you look over it, you notice that there's no mechanism to open it.
Okay.
It feels like it's a solid box. Roll me an Arcanica real quick.
What kind of fae
Huh,
was...
that's a 2.
A 2? She was a Johnny.
She was Renyi?
Yeah, Renyi.
Okay, okay.
She was a Johnny, like Yashara. And you notice that she was a pink Johnny. So she looked like a rosy sunset, is what her coloration was.
Nice.
But she was older. She was a good deal older as a Johnny. What'd you get for
2.
a 2? It's you would know this. It's a Vox box,
No, Vox box.
which means it holds a voice. And there are certain mechanisms that will play it.
Okay. Is there a mechanism of such?
They're not common. They're like, it's not like a common thing that you would have. Most people would have like a sonogram or something. Like, not a sonogram, what is it? It's like the gramophone. They would have like gramophones with like the wax cylinders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are common. They're like, they play music. That's a thing that's happening right now. Music boxes are a thing.
Yeah.
Vox boxes are not. Vox boxes actually take the recording. They take a voice and particular words and they place it into a box.
So similar to like Ursula and Ariel, like
Yes.
this person does. So this voice belongs to someone. It's not a recording. This is
No.
someone's voice.
It's a recording.
It
It's
is.
basically, but it is those words taken exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
There's not one in the apartment.
You can look, and then nobody's looked for it yet.
Yeah, I wanna. Okay, so, this is a Vox box. Is how I say it, and I'm gonna roll to see if there is one in the apartment. And what would I roll? Investigate.
Oh yeah, roll me an investigate.
Okay, that is a 3.
No, there is no Voxbox machine here in this apartment. Like you look everywhere, and it's not there.
Okay.
I
Does he
probably
look
have
inside the
one.
furnace? Does he look inside the furnace?
Well, he doesn't look in there, but
I look. It's like, I wouldn't look in there. It's full of fire. Why would I go in there?
Because we just need some sort of machine that like.
roll me a luck real quick. I mean, I imagine that you do, but roll me.
Like,
roll me a,
maybe.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Yeah, you do.
Get
You
7.
absolutely have. You have a collection of Vox boxes at home. Vox box players
Yes.
at home.
The Vox Box V, the new one that just came out.
Yeah, you know. So you have you're like he.
I have those. I have a player in my shop, I'm sure, somewhere. You just have to find it.
Okay, perfect. All right, because she was coming from this when she was attacked. This was due to the angle of the body. She was crawling from this, so she must have been hiding. This must be what they were looking for.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the chat, tell me. So she has 4 different type of Vox box players. In the chat, tell us what those 4 are. And you have like an assortment of like Voxes as well, like Vox boxes.
Made by Macro Hard.
And you have like various recordings of like things.
Ooh, yeah.
So she has 4 players. No, actually, let's not say that. She has a player, but she has 4 Vox boxes that have certain things in it. In the chat, tell me what those 4 Vox boxes are of. All right. So as you guys are sitting there, Chet like looks inside. He's like finished his ice cream, and he like looks inside and goes, "Oh my goodness, is she all right?" I'm gonna take that as a no.
No,
she's
she's
not.
not well. I wouldn't call her well.
Chet.
But don't worry about it, Chet.
Chet.
All right then. What?
Oh, never mind. Just do what you were gonna do.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you just sit down and I point to a chair that looks
Not covered in
not
blood?
covered in blood and kind of over in the corner. Like, why don't you
He
just
goes
sit
and
down?
sits, and he's like, "Can I get something to drink?"
Not from
Not
here.
right now.
Not from here. Sorry. It's actually let's go out. We're actually getting ready to leave. Actually, Chet.
I try to gather up the notes
Wait,
that aren't burned.
I think we should talk to see if we can find any pixies that might have been around and talk to one of them to see if they know anything.
And also,
Pixies, I like pixies.
Pixies are nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
Also, this is the second floor, so there's 2 doors. There might be someone living down below that might have heard something.
Yeah, that
So we
could
should
be
actually
as
go
well.
talk to them as well.
He's like, "We talking to people then?
Can I?
We are. Yes.
What can I do? How can I help?"
Eat that ice cream, Chet.
Can I?
It's all gone.
You did a very good job.
Thank you. But can I do something else? I feel like I'm not doing a whole lot. I'd love to help.
He wants to help. What?
You've been so nice to me, and I feel like I need to help in some way.
Actually, I have an idea. Chet, come here. And I bring him in.
All right. Emmy, my friend Emmy.
This is going to be a bit of a shock, but I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you recognize her? And I point to him. And I point to Renyi.
No.
All right, there we go. Never mind.
He looks at her, and there's a moment where you see something cloud his face, and then he goes, "No, I'm sorry, I don't recognize her."
Well,
What's
thank
your
you.
Chet voice, Allie?
No, not sure.
Nope, not sure.
That lowers IQ a little bit
A little bit more. All right then. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, then, back outside you go.
So I know a day ago we saw this, but how did Chet initially call his pixie?
He wrote it in a book.
Can I see if he has that book on him?
Sure.
I'm gonna.
You can ask him.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Hey, Chet.
Yeah?
Can you check your pockets and see if you have a book on you?
A notebook.
A notebook?
Pulls out a pocket watch. Pulls out a couple of ticket stubs. Pulls out a pack of cards, and he's like, "Naked ladies on these."
Oh, Chet.
That down. And he like reaches in and he pulls out a little black book. He's like,
Can I see the book?
"She took it from me.
Here you
Can
go.
I have the book? Thank you. It's okay. It was.
Is it important?
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's how you're going to help us.
Can I have the cards?"
Yes, you can have the
You
cards.
can.
good.
What? You play cards? That'll be good.
All right then.
Yeah.
So he like sits down and he's just like, how do you play cards? Like he's like literally just like putting down cards. I like the pictures, and he's putting the pictures together.
We can call his pixies and talk to his pixies
Oh,
and
that's
see what messages
interesting.
they've sent. Get him to tell them to tell us, and hopefully they don't
See if
figure
they know
out he's
anything
lost his
interesting.
memory.
That is a very good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe they remember. I mean, from our, you have a very good memory, so they probably do as
They
well.
should remember. They're trained.
But they're probably not as good as you.
So how would we call them?
He wrote in. Well, I opened the book. What's
You
in
open the book, and on the inside, what you see is that there's a lot of appointments that he's made, a lot of like information about things. You see Yashara's name show up a bunch of different times. You see Renyi's name show up once or twice. But the thing you really, as you like flip through, like I imagine that Tippin, you like put it on the table, and you're like, and on the
Speed
front
reading.
part of it, there is a page, and it's got a list of 10 numbers, and there's check marks next to them. And
numbers like
10, there's
like
35,
1, 2.
1, 17, 25,
He
32,
numbers his pixies.
and there's like boxes next to them, and there's like checked boxes.
That's uncomfortable.
How many times he can use them?
Are they dead?
What's next to number 35?
There's a check next to like there's
And how
Who's
many boxes are
35?
left? The one that we saw.
there's like 7 or 8 boxes left of it.
And are there any boxes that are full?
No, there are no pixie boxes that are full.
Okay. Is there a way to tell which pixie he's used for like messages?
No, there's no way of telling that. But you all would know this. A way to get the attention of a pixie is to name that pixie, or like give it a designation of some kind, or to know its designation, and then to write its name or number, and they get a ping, basically. They get that ringing in their ear that like somebody wants to talk to me, and they will follow that and go to where that is.
Oh,
So by him, this is shorthand basically of him going
Check. And
check,
that's the one he wants.
and it shows up.
I call 35.
Okay. It takes a minute or two, but eventually you hear
Open it up for him.
he opens the door and he immediately flies up to Chet and he's like, "Hello, sir. How can I help you?" And Chet's like, "It's another pixie. Oh, he's so pretty."
Chet,
and he's
Chet.
like,
Chet.
yeah?
Can you tell? His name is 35. That's just what he wanted to call himself.
So the pixie comes right up to you, Tippin, and he's like, "Excuse me. I believe my master can speak for me."
Your master gave me his book so I could call you. Isn't that right, Chet?
No, you took it from me. Remember, I had it out, and then she took it from me.
I took
and
it.
then you gave it to her, and now you got it, and you did something
Did
with
you
it.
want me to have the book, though, to like help you? Didn't you want to help?
Am I helping?
You're helping.
And the pixie goes, "What's going on?"
Chet's
He-
had some
he goes,
troubles.
He goes,
and we're-
"Master Chet." Like he's like up, like on his shoulders, like, "Master Chet, are you all right? You all right, Master Chet?" And he's like,
Can you tie up the pixie?
I will
He's like,
not tie up
I-
the pixie.
"Oh, I'm fine. These are my friends."
Pixie.
Okay.
I
This is
see-
good. This is good.
And he's like, "These are my friends." And he's like, "Yes, I'm sure they are, Master Chet. Maybe we should go home now." And he's like, "You know where I live?" And the pixie's like, "Yes, Master Chet. I know exactly where you live. I can take you home right now. We
Pixie,
should probably
Pixie.
go."
Excuse me. Pixie 35, is that?
He turns to you and goes, "Madam,
Yes.
I am not under your designation. You are not who I belong to. Please." And he turns around and he goes,
35.
This is a warden.
Right now, Chet is under my protection, under warden law.
"I'd like to see some identification, please."
Pull out my badge.
We gotta remember he's around more.
He's under my designation, so therefore you are also under my designation as
This
well.
is something you noticed, Tippin. It's a pixie thing. Most pixies, free pixies like you, pixies who are fortunate, as you would like to call them, fly this way.
Uh-huh.
That's how you fly. These pixies fly this way. And he flies over. Basically, and he like looks at the badge, taps on it, puts his hand on it. Very well.
Thank
How
you.
can I be of assistance?
Your master's life is in danger, and he has lost his memory, and we are seeking assistance.
He has lost his memory.
Exactly. That's why we need your help.
How did he lose his memory?
It is unknown.
Freak accident or something.
Roll of falsehood, because every one of you know this.
I actually. Well, no, you did tell me.
I haven't said a word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a 3 for me.
And then mine is a 4.
A 4.
Yeah.
He's like, continue.
So what we need is details regarding any sort of transmissions or messages that you had from your master to a certain Renyi Wiss.
Oh, he sits in and thinks for a second. He goes, Master Chet, do I have permission to give information to these people? Yeah, you do. He's like, very well. There were a few communications, not between myself, but between other pixies that I know about, in which he did send messages to Renyi Wiss.
Yes. Can you tell me the contents of those messages?
I cannot.
Why?
Who can?
I was not the pixie to deliver those messages. I just know that they were sent.
Ah. Were there any messages that you sent to you or by you to a certain Lutato Serene or Yashara Wiss?
I have been sent to Lutato Serene.
When?
Several times in the last month, mostly in with business, and I hope you can understand that I cannot divulge the nature of that business.
Of course. When was the last message you sent? That was
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago to Lutato Serene. Do you know the most recent message sent by one of your companions or fellow pixies to Miss Renyi?
Miss Renyi, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Are any, and then I
It
hold up
was
the
our
book
message
and
to
show him the
Renyi.
list. Are any of these pixies ones that sent
His message
messages
saying that he was
to
gonna be
He's like-
Renyi or Lutato?
Of course, of course. He
yes.
goes, my correspondence was mostly with
No, that's his
Yashara.
I thought it was
He puts down the book and he's like pointing at the different things in the book. He's like, number 15 does many of his personal correspondence with Lutato. I do most of his correspondence with his amorous affairs. His friend Pixie that he sends messages is 12.
Friend Pixie.
no, the pixie that he sends to his friends, not
Oh.
not a pixie he's friends with.
Okay, sorry.
And he's like, and he goes, oh, I see that he's almost out for number 12.
What does that mean, out?
Oh, his mother only allows him so many messages during a span.
Oh, I thought you meant time-wise.
Oh no. We have.
So what do the check marks mean next to that?
Oh, the check mark. Well, the check mark is you check the mark and we come,
Oh, all right.
and that's a message. And he only has so many messages he can send.
Which pixie would have sent messages to Renyi? The friend pixie?
Oh no, that would be me. Oh no, not Renyi. I apologize. He's like 47.
47.
Agent 47.
Agent 47. That's all. Okay.
Good. Now, if you don't mind, is there any other you are?
So I take the book and I immediately go 47. I take the book and I go 47.
And you like write that.
Yeah.
And so he's like, no, that.
And
I opened the door for 47.
In comes number 47. Chat, describe to me what Pixie 47 looks like.
I hope I like Pixie 47.
So
I have a feeling.
So the chat's going to give us what Pixie 47 is like. But as you are waiting for Pixie 47, you get He 30, what did I say?
35.
35. 35 is very much. Do you mind if I go then? I would love to return home to let them know that Master Chet is all right. We have been looking for him.
One last question. What was the most recent message were sent to by your Master Chet?
Me personally,
Yes. You said it was.
I was sent last night. From the magic hour to home.
And what was that message?
He was going to be out with friends that evening.
Yes. And what was the most recent message sent to Yashara Wiss?
He sent one yesterday as well to let her know, in no uncertain terms, that he would be there at the evening and that he missed her very much.
Was there any messages that your masters had you send that were unusual?
He looks over at Chet, who's basically going. He goes, none, as of right now, that I know of. But he is acting rather strange right now.
Yes, he is.
So, from the chat, Allison, what's 47 like?
47 is a female pixie wearing what looks like a trench coat and has the bowl cut that all the Studio Ghibli kids
Oh,
have.
nice.
She comes in and she's like, what can I do?
Thank you, 35. You may go.
He goes, excellent. Master Chet, I'll be returning home now to tell your mother where you are. And
No, wait, 35.
he's gone.
Write his name down again.
What do you want to ask him?
Tell him
I
not
was
to
gonna
tell anyone.
Yeah, tell him no because
Oh yeah,
it's a
make
word.
it. Tell it it's Warden business.
Oh yeah, so I write 35 back in the book.
So he's like, it's the camera goes and we see like him, and it's like beyond. You see the trail that he leaves. It's out to a building and it goes, and comes back, and he goes, yes.
Oh, just a reminder that this is classified board information.
Ongoing investigation.
Ongoing investigation. So
Don't tell anyone where Chet is.
you may let his mother know that he is all right, but please do not tell her where his whereabouts. We believe his life may be in danger, and
He looks at Chet and looks at you, and then takes off.
cool, awesome. 47. Sorry for that delay. Thank
How
you for
can I
your
help?
patience. What is the most recent message that your master Stockington here had you send to a Miss Renyi Wiss?
She goes, well, it's, oh my gosh, Renyi! And she zooms down to Renyi and is like, is she okay? Is she all right?
She's dead.
Oh no. Blood on these tiny hands. Whatever shall I do?
Well, you can help us with information.
I go to comfort her.
Don't touch me.
I'm
She's like,
so
don't touch
sorry,
me, wild
this-
pixie. How dare you? And she moves away.
I'm really trying. I'm really trying here.
Thank you, Tip. Try a little bit longer. Thank you. 47. What is the most recent message that your master had you send to poor Miss Wiss?
Well, he had me send her a message. Wait a second, Master Chet, is everything all right? She goes over to Master Chet and he's like, it's another pixie. There's so many pixies.
We just went through this with 35. He's lost his memory. His life is in danger. We're trying to protect him.
Can I
We
see
need your
some
help.
form of identification,
Yes,
please?
here's the badge. Boom, 35. That's the same thing. Boom.
She
Wanna
goes
touch
over,
it?
she touches it.
Touch it. Thank you very much. Boom. All right, and we're through with that. Also, what was the last message he had you send?
Well, she had a message sent from Chet to her about a week ago.
And that message pertained.
She looks over at Chet and he goes, he goes, I don't believe I'm, do you have a warrant?
He's under my protection. Any messages
Do you
that
have,
he has?
okay, but do you have anything about that?
I'm gonna roll for a falsehood.
Okay.
While that's happening, I'm gonna go with my trouble of what's this and notice anything
I'm gonna
interesting
re-roll that
because Tippin has lost interest.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Anything that catches his eye, probably food, but just any. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a 5.
5. Nice. You notice in the kitchen, there's a fruit basket of very expensive fruit. Very expensive fruit. There's even a card on it.
I go to the fruit basket and I look at the card and
The card
then I
says,
chow down.
why? My love for you will always be in blossom and in bloom. May it be as sweet as what you have. L.
L.
What was it? Say it again.
It says, why? May my love for you always be in blossom. May our love be as sweet as this fruit I give you. L.
L.
Yeah, I rolled again. I got consistent 1, negative ones. I get a negative 1, and then another negative 1, and then another negative 1. So my falsehood is a 2.
Really?
Sounds good to me.
Yes!
She goes, well, it was mostly just to see if Miss Renyi would give any information about her daughter to Master Chet.
And did she?
I mean, yeah, in the sense of she telling him never to see her again because she's dangerous.
And why is Miss Wiss dangerous? You seem to have a really good relationship with Miss Renyi. Why was her daughter dangerous?
Well, Miss Renyi was really, really nice to me. She'd give me fruit and water, and when I'd come over, she'd play games, and we'd play games for a little while, and we'd talk, and it was really nice.
She sounded lovely.
She was very nice. She was.
Was her daughter? Why was her daughter not so?
Well, she was a bitch.
Oh.
How so?
Well, you know, just she put on airs a lot, and there was a Mistress Renyi didn't really. I mean, she cared. She was her daughter. She cared about her, but you know, she said she was dangerous and that she wasn't supposed to fraternize with people because of what she was.
Which was?
I don't know. That's what Mistress Renyi would call her. She would always say, "That girl knows what she is."
And then I see that letter. Does this look familiar?
With the letter, the card?
Yeah,
On
the card
fruit?
thing.
She goes, "Oh, yeah. I mean, that wasn't here last time, but I've seen stuff like that here in the house.
Like love notes?
Well, fruit baskets and like food baskets and
Can
gifts
I
and stuff like that.
Look around for a diary or something where I might be able to find out what the love letter was about. Like if Renyi kept a diary where she would talk about things like that.
You can look. I don't think you're gonna find something, but you can look.
What would that be? Notice?
That's gonna be a notice, yeah.
That's 7.
Oh my
You
gosh.
see everything that ever happened ever.
Oh my gosh.
Was it?
It was a 7.
Shit.
Holy cow. Okay. Okay, this is what's going to happen. You notice that there is obviously nothing that this woman would have kept. If anyone was going to keep anything, everything that you find that has any sort of, you find like a bunch of these like little love note type things, but they're all Y to L or Y from C or Y, it's like Y from R. It's a bunch of those.
Okay.
If anyone's going to know anything, it's going to be Ashara.
Any
All
choice?
right.
47, last question. And I pull out the Vox box. Does this look familiar to you?
That's a Vox box.
Have you seen it here before?
It's a Vox box. I've never seen it here, but it's a Vox box.
Oh, so you don't know if Miss Renyi's never shown this to you?
Oh, no. No, she's never shown that to me. Was that hers?
I believe so, yes.
Do you have a warrant for that?
Yes. It's the same word.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
It's the same one.
It's
like,
all encompassing.
may I go now?
Yes, but before you go, just a reminder that this is an ongoing investigation. You may relay information regarding Mr. Stockington's safety and well-being to his mother, but not his whereabouts.
Okay.
Just let but he is safe and will remain so.
Okay. She puts on her, straightens her coat.
Nice trench coat, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And she turns around
And then I take a piece of fruit from Yashara's basket and I was like, these were Yashara's, but thank you for your help. And I give her a little bit of fruit.
she takes the berry and she goes, thank you. She flies away.
All right, I think we should go talk to the people downstairs, see if they know anything or how recent this happened. Thoughts?
Can I have some fruit?
I give Chet a piece of fruit to keep him quiet.
What is
Let's
it?
knock on some doors. It's
What is it, chat? Sorry, I
A
just stole that
grape.
from you.
no, I don't.
They're watching Frank. They don't care. What
So
They're very busy watching Frank. It's a kiwi, says Death Star Dan.
oh, it's a kiwi. So he's like, it's fuzzy.
That's how. Yep. It's good for your face. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just does that. He's just rubbing it on his face. What do you guys do?
I think we should go downstairs and talk to the person downstairs to see if they heard anything.
Let's do it.
All right.
Are you coming, friend?
Tippin, we're leaving.
Look at what?
Take it with you.
Take it with you.
He now has 2 grapes. 3 grapes.
And a strawberry.
Yeah, definitely a strawberry.
So you guys leave, and he's like, as you guys leave, Chet turns around and goes, should we help her up, or is she just sleeping?
She's sleeping. She wants to stay there.
Are you sure?
Let's go.
He's like rubbing the kiwi on his head. He's like, you sure she's sleeping?
We can't help her, Chet. We'll have more people coming. We need to leave.
All right then.
Come
And
on,
then
Chet.
I magically lock the door with like a warden lock, like a crime scene lock.
Oh, like a crime scene lock. Okay, nice.
Yellow tape comes out.
Yeah. I dig it. So you guys head downstairs. What do you guys do?
Knock on doors.
Well, if it sounds to me like it's a duplex, but like a vertical, like it's like there's a person who lives aboard and there's a person who lives down below. We need to there's only one person who lives here besides Renyi.
Yeah.
So knock on that door and talk to them.
So you go downstairs and you knock on that door, and nobody comes to that.
Is it Yashara's house? Do they live in the same house together?
I mean, you don't know at this point.
Is there another mailbox?
But we have been to. No,
mean-
we haven't. Never mind.
Okay, so you
To Isley's house.
Yeah.
you go to the mailbox, and there's Renyi's name. It's R. Wiss. There's one that says P. Studebaker, and then the other ones are crossed out.
P. Studebaker.
I don't think he's out.
Well,
It also is the middle of the day.
So he's probably
come back later.
Yes.
But we can go back to my shop and listen to that Vox box.
Yes, we should.
Also, we should probably check out the pell-mells.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
should. We have a lot to do.
Is there some kind of like police system where you could look at the badge and match it to their Pell-Mel's badges? You know, like a book with different things. Like a database, yeah, like a database.
like
So
to
you're
see,
like,
like-
you have the thing, and you're like, what does this belong to? Is it the Pell-Mel's? We
Roll
go to different
me
gangs.
roll me a luck.
Good luck.
Okay, so good luck. With that good luck, so you know that every dueling club has to register.
Yes.
And so they have, and you will have a record of that. Since they're a dueling club that's in your jurisdiction, you will have a record of them.
Well, you see, Owen, every dueling club has to register. And,
Right, I
and
had heard that.
And there's a database where we would keep all of their registration at headquarters.
We could possibly check that out as well.
We should. Indeed.
Yes. But I'm very curious about this Vox box.
As am I. This is what they were looking for.
Hopefully.
Yes. Ooh, I'm gonna torn what to do.
I think we should go back to my shop.
Okay. How long until the wardens arrive? Do you know? Like, what's a normal response
Have
time?
you put in the call?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when I went out earlier.
Oh, that's right, you did that.
Yeah.
They're going to be here probably in the next like half an hour, 20 minutes.
Okay.
It depends on if it goes to like. So there's the main office. That's the big office, like where the chief is and everything like
Where
that.
Corrigan Vance is, yeah.
Where Corrigan Vance is, and then there's a bunch of like small satellite offices that are around where it's like it's basically just a warden house. There's like 4 or 5 guys that like that's their beat is they go around there and like they report there, and then every once in a while and like every quarter or so, like every couple of spans they'll show up to the main office and give their reports and then go back out.
Yeah.
Because Bellwood Park is a big place.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do. And so all of those wardens are kind of like spread out. So, I mean, it depends, like, if you sent that directly to the office, it's going to take a little while. If you sent it to one of the satellite offices, it's going to take less time, but you're not going to know who those people are.
Is there a way I can magically, I guess, like take a photograph? Is that a possibility? Like, would you know this person or anything like that?
You're going to do that. Oh.
Is it like?
Yeah. So here's something you can do. Here's a word of wisdom, real quick. There is a machine that only wardens have that they can take images that pixies have seen. So if a pixie has seen it, they can remove that image from the pixie's memory. It's not a pleasant process.
That's the only way to do it?
I mean, you can get an artist. You can get like a sketch artist and have them like do stuff. But to have like a definite 100%, this is what that pixie saw.
I'm not doing it to you, so.
Yeah, but you're doing it to pixies.
I never use it.
Okay.
I am, no, I'm a musician, not an artist. Dang. I want to see if I want to make a sketch of the person who died. Because I want to, I hate splitting up the group, but I'm like, Emmy's all about Fenelle right now, so I'm going to try to find the Pell-Mells.
Okay.
I need to find out where they took her.
Okay. So you're gonna try to find the Pell-Mells.
Is that, yeah,
Is
that's
there
what I
a
want to
way
do.
you can get someone to pick up your thing so we don't have to?
Yeah, how big is a
split
Vox
apart?
box?
A Voxbox player. So a Voxbox is basically, let's say it's 1 inch high. It's 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch all the way around.
Okay, a little tiny cube.
So it's a little tiny
So
cube.
the player would also
Itty
be
bitty living space.
So it's a little bit bigger. It's like the size of my phone, basically.
Okay.
It's that, but it's taller. Actually, it's the size of the speaker. We'll say that.
Well, I mean, we could say, what if we say that we'll go get it, and we'll just get it, and then we can meet up with you, wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Where? Says Chet as he like stumbles down the steps as you guys are like walking into the street. He goes, so where are we going now?
Check and come with us.
Yeah, Chet can come with us.
I was going to say, let's flip a dare.
Let's flip. Chet will come with us. We'll go get the Voxbox player and meet you at Tippin.
How much does teleport? I know it's expensive. How
It's
much does it cost
So
per like person?
We can't be that far away.
I know,
We're still
but
in Bellwood
speed is a
Park.
thing.
you're still in Bellwood Park. Like if you left now, it's gonna take you like half an hour, 40 minutes to like get back to your shop.
I was just thinking
Oh.
like teleportation from the shop straight to wherever.
Oh, so
goes.
it's
all
station
three
to
of us?
station.
Station to station.
So it's
Oh.
station to station type thing. I mean, you can. There is a such thing as going like I want to go in this general vicinity, but it's highly dangerous, and you really need station to station to know exactly where you're going to end up.
But I also want to listen to this Vox box.
Let's go there first.
Okay, yes.
And we can do it in the privacy
Chet
of
looks around
my
and goes,
newly...
"You want a Vox box? Maybe we could just buy one."
A Voxbox player? Well, we already have one. We don't need to buy one. Like, she already has some.
Oh.
Some players.
But I mean, I guess we
But,
could.
yeah, is there like a place we could
You
go
have an
to?
expense account, right, for investigations?
I do. Is it how? Well, they're rare, right?
They're relatively rare.
Well, then yeah, they're
Oh,
probably
they're
not-
rare.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not like everyone has a Vox box.
Okay.
A
So
Vox
they're
box
probably
player.
Luck
expensive.
roll.
Okay.
Is there a place close by that we can
Roll me
buy
a luck.
one?
Do you guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah, we're gonna take a break right after this luck roll. Oh my
Super
gosh!
luck.
They're like, you guys are like,
tonight.
I mean, Tech goes, maybe we could buy one. And he points over, and there's a music shop like close to this, and there's like all of like these instruments, but there's like, we have Voxbox players.
Oh my god. All right.
Let's
And
go to there.
I
and
think
Tip
that's a
and
great
Fly's
point
there.
to take a
Let's-
5, guys.
yes, let's go do
so let's
that.
take a 5.
Thank you, 5.
Hey guys, it's Allie. I've been in the chat all night as Dreams to Become, and now I'm here for a quick break to answer your questions about Warda. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. It means so much to us that you're all tuning in live. We know a lot of people can't come every time, so it means a lot to us that you're here when you can be here. And we're really excited by how excited you are about all of the crazy stuff that's happening. So let's see what's going on in the chat tonight. You guys have been super active, shouting out weird stuff that's going on in the background and interesting ideas for the Vox boxes that Owen has in her safe at the Curiosity Shop. So we'll talk about those later. Share those with the group. Does anybody have questions that I haven't already answered? I've been trying to keep up with you guys, but I know that there's kind of a lot to take in, especially if you're brand new to the stream or brand new to the game or brand new to the world. Mel is just sending a lot of romantic and awkward emoticons, which is fine. That's normal for Mel. So, how y'all doing? What's going on? How are you? What's happening? Tell me. What do you think? Many questions, and you talk too much. No, you don't. You don't talk too much. That's... All of you are talking exactly the right amount, which is a lot. What kind of spells might be used in fights? Okay, so spells in Warda are not like spells in Harry Potter where they have names and like designations and categories and stuff like that. Spells in Warda are very freeform, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that the people who can cast magical spells are Fae. Magic is a part of who they are. It's inherent. It also has to do with the fact that magic in the city of Ammingrad and the undercity of Ammenheim, magic in Warda is tamed. You know, we've talked about the weather being on a schedule and artistically developed, and that has to do with the fact that Warda has tame magic that it runs on. And this is in no short part due to machines and power plants that are scattered throughout the city that basically take wild magic, raw magic, and transform it into tame magic that can be distributed freely, like Wi-Fi. And anybody who's a fae can tap into it with no problem. An impending loosey-goosey dance, perhaps. It is a little bit loosey-goosey. Everybody do the dance. The system and the rules. The system we're currently playing with is a very loosey-goosey, modified fate-based system. But we are currently in the process of revamping the system to be a more consistent and more mix and matchy powered by the apocalypse setting. There were some suggestions in the early chat from the early live stream episodes that powered by the apocalypse would make a more sense with what we're trying to do. So we're working on transforming it thanks to those suggestions. Let's see, Fenelle's thumb. What are the chances of her getting another one? She can get another one. She can have one like magically implanted or magically grown back. But Drew mentioned when the thumb got cut off that, when limbs or body parts are magically regrown, they're not as strong or as good as they are when they're naturally grown. So even though the Fae are magic, they don't have the magic ability to like regrow a limb. I mean, Sylvani can do a little bit with that because trees, but it's not as good as the original limb, and it never will be. So it's going to be up to Fenelle whether she wants to replace the thumb or live without it, or what she wants to do. That's totally up to her. Dire goats are totally a thing as of last week. Jordan Shively is already creating some fanfic ideas, and if your totally insane and creepy and delightful Twitter account has anything to do with how awesome your fanfics are going to be, I think we're in good shape. Can the God King die? Wow, that's a question. Can the God King die? What? No comment. Next question. Alexis wants to know what the mortality rate for humans giving birth to half-gene children. How does labor even go down? Great question, actually. The race pages for each of the races has a little bit about each of the different races and what their reproductive cycles are like and what birth is like for them. It's different for every race. It's all very interesting, and I highly recommend you read about it on the website. But for human mortality rates, they're about what human mortality rates in labor were in this time period in our world. Not great, but not bad. It's been worse. But if they're giving birth to a magical child, a half-gene child, chances are good that the baby will definitely survive, and the mother might not. But it is very common for mothers of half-gene to survive and live the really interesting and difficult life of being the mother of a half-gene, because society is rough. Are humans treated as lower caste? They are. The great chain of being in Warda goes in the following order from the top to the bottom: Seelie, Sylvani, Johnny, Ifriti, Nayati. Then there's the fairies, goblins and brownies, pixies. Half-genes are like around fairy level, depending. And then humans are at the bottom. Humans aren't born inherently with magic, therefore they are less than people. They are less than people. And pixies are basically text messages, so they're also less than people. But they're still better than humans because they have magic, they can fly, they're doing their thing with magic, and humans don't have it. What are the limits of magic? It can make worse limbs, it can make worse people, bring them back from the dead, summon firestorms. Yeah, summoning firestorms is probably a thing. You'd hella be arrested for that. This is society after all. Bringing people back from the dead. Has it been done? Probably. Is it advisable? Absolutely not. Is it common? No. No. Not even for fun. not really. That's not a thing. But somebody's definitely done it at some point, I'm sure. I'm sure there's like some academic treatise on it that's like in the restricted section of the library at the university. So, human resentment brewing, absolutely. This game is Warda Curiosities. The first game that we ever played in this world is called Winds of Change, and Winds of Change actually takes place 10 years after Curiosities does. So we're playing a prequel game right here. And Winds of Change has a lot to do with that human resentment that's been building unbeknownst to the upper classes. So that's definitely a factor, even now, 10 years earlier. Are there weird rules of engagement like true names and eating food offered, etc.? That's a great question. We've had a lot of people ask about like traditional folktales and fae lore. And in Warda, this is a totally separate world from Earth, from our world. So those things have influenced the way we built Warda and the way the fae exist and interact with each other, but it's not necessarily a part of it. Like a fae might tell bedtime stories to her children about true names and like being invited in and eating offered food and iron being something they're allergic to and things like that. Those are their fairy tales here. They're not necessarily based in fact, at least not anymore. So good question. It has those fairy tales and folktales have influenced the way we built this world, but they're not directly integrated into it because we wanted to give these creatures and these races their own life in a completely new setting. Can't be having unauthorized stuff, bad security, absolutely. I think we're going to get back to the game because these yuppies have X amount of time left to, I don't know, rescue Fenelle? Like, what? We're just wasting time while Fenelle is, like, in a closet somewhere? Like, I don't know. I feel like we should go rescue Fenelle. Yes. But you guys have a box to figure out, right? Yes. That's kind of first. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to be back in the chat in a few moments, and we'll shout out some of those links. If you want to support Warda directly, you can join us at the Patreon. Even as little as $1 a month helps us build cool stuff, bring more people onto the show, get more art to fill out the world. And like I said, we're revamping the game system to be based on Powered by the Apocalypse. And we're looking forward to building this as a world book that someday you will be able to buy and play with your own people. We'll see you in a minute, guys.
So, you guys walk into the store, and as you walk into the store, there's the ding ding as the bell hits, and you guys step in, and Chet is, wow, look at all the things.
Chad, you've been here before.
Have I?
Yeah, we remember earlier we came from here and we left and now we're back.
No. This is the
This is
music
the
shop.
We're
music
the music
shop.
shop. My bad. I was dreaming for a second.
I thought you were trying to deceive us. Like, you don't remember where we came
That's
from.
so mean. No, just kidding. Strike that from the record.
So there's a brownie on the other side of the
You shouldn't.
of the desk and of the counter, and he's up there and he goes, "Hi, can I help you?"
Hi, yes. Warda business. Can I borrow your Vox player for a minute?
I'm sorry, what?
Pull the badge. I have a Vox box. I need you to borrow your Vox player. This is urgent business. Someone's life is at stake.
Can I see the badge?
Everyone's so suspicious.
Okay.
Time out. Table talk. Does my thing emit something magical that people like?
Here's what I think. I think you can touch it and it will tell you if it's real or not.
Okay.
makes sense.
It'll be
I mean, because to me,
touch it,
what's
I'm
always
real.
bothered me is that people walk in and they're like, yeah, FBI, and then everyone's like, it's the FBI, we're going to step
just
back
slap
then.
those,
They just
badge.
flash their badge and they're good. To me, I think this world is like, let me see, and they touch it, and when they touch it, it's like, okay, yes. It gives off some sort of magical energy that lets them know, I'm real.
I'm an actual magic cop.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Magic cop. Magic cop.
There's no focus. I was like, I'm going to
sorry,
tangent
sorry.
for things.
I'm sorry.
Rescue Fenelle. Yes.
He's like, all right then, okay. Elmer! Elmer, get out here! And there's a 15-year-old human boy who comes out from the back, and he's like, yes sir, can I help you? He's got a broom and an apron on. And he's like, yeah, the warden here needs a Vox box. Will you go in the back and get him one of the Vox boxes? He's like, yes sir, of course. And he
I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a very serious Anakin Skywalker vibe going on here.
oh, okay.
How can we sense in the boy?
If you want to roll a sense in the boy, go for it.
I really do.
Was there a father?
No, it's a metachlorian
What's his
thing.
midichlorian?
It actually messes with the entire continuity.
What am I rolling? Is this a notice?
know.
I feel like it's just a notice.
Inside.
I like notice better. That's a 4 notice.
A 4 noticed? Okay, what are you looking specifically in Elmer?
I don't know. I want to see if he has any special qualities we can exploit.
Does he know how to goat race? Tire race?
Oh my gosh.
Now this
Is there
tire
more
whip
to this
racing.
human than there seems to be?
His name is Elmer Groundrunner.
Ooh. Does he run on the ground?
Because, Skywalker. No, he's just a human boy.
But his name is Groundrunner.
His name is Groundrunner. Elmer Groundrunner. And he as they're sitting there waiting, the brownie, he's up on the desk and he goes, so. You hear him walk down steps, and then there's a door that opens in the counter, at the bottom.
Yeah.
And out comes this brownie. He's wearing a suit, and oh my god, a little bow tie. He looks very much like Harold Hill from a tiny Harold Hill from The Music Man, and he's like, so. What are you looking for here? We're looking for what? We're looking for not just Vox boxes. I mean, I can always tell. I can always tell exactly what you need with the musical arts. He walks over to you and goes, so, madam, I think that you are a violin with those curves. I like it.
No.
And
Do me.
you, sir, and Ifriti, you're a horn player, aren't you?
Nope. I mean, I do play the horns. In fact, I play every instrument in here. But that's unrelated.
Do me.
Because I actually do. Because I have the art of. I have a master of a musician. I know how to play almost every instrument.
Well, he's like, I don't believe that.
Grab a thing off the wall.
What is it? Tell me what it is.
It is because I remember I had like 2 instruments that I'm really good at it, but I'm gonna just grab. It is a flugelhorn.
A flugelhorn. Okay, so you play the flugelhorn. What does it sound like?
It sounds like a mixture of bird chirps and waterfalls.
Oh my gosh! So it's like nature sounds.
Yes.
But made. I just saw this really cool like Chinese instrument. That's it's like this tiered thing that they blow into and they play it this way. That to me, that's what that the flugelhorn looks like.
Yeah.
So it's like a bass, and then it's got like a reed that's in it, and you like play it, and you like press the keys in like a circle around it, up and down it, and it like sounds like waterfalls and wind
chirps.
and bird chirps and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's a Sylvani thing, but
Yeah.
you can play it. He goes, "That's a fluke. Grab another one."
I don't have time.
In the
Andy,
chat,
are
in the
you-
chat, what is it? What is the second one that he had? He's like, no. You're gonna play something else. That was just a fluke. In the chat, tell me what the instrument is.
I go lean on the counter and say, when you're done showing off and
I'm
ready
not trying to. I need to. I'm not trying. Sorry, I don't have time for this. I need to. Let me borrow the
A
box.
harmonium. He's like a harmonium. He like pulls a harmonium off of
If
them.
I play this harmonium, would you please fetch the Vox box?
Yeah, we're waiting for Elmer.
I started playing it. And what does the harmonium sound like?
I'm gonna say it sounds just like that butterfly. It's a long glass tube filled with butterfly wings mounted so they flap and buzz as you play. That's what the harmonium sound is.
Yes, I do that, and it's masterful.
I bet I would be a harmonium.
Tip, would you want to try?
Oh. Tippin wants to know what instrument he is.
I'm sorry, who
Good
wants to
brownie.
know?
This pixie right here would like to know.
Right here.
You name your pixie?
Would you like us to buy something here or no?
I'd love for you to buy something here.
Well, then tell the pixie what he wants to know.
Okay then. Here. And he goes over and he takes out 2 tiny cymbals. And he's like, ding. There. And they are big-sized cymbals for you.
Like those monkey dolls?
I'll take them.
Okay.
He goes, sure. That's going to be an og.
We'll take them. There you go.
Okay.
Happy now?
then.
You're welcome.
Where is Elmer?
To which Elmer comes out. He's like, here, sir. Here, sir. He's like covered in dirt. And he's like, sorry, sir. The boxes fell on me, sir.
I take it from. Thank you, son.
You okay?
Set it down. I open it. I'm not even like. I've already got what I need. Open it.
And Elmer goes back to like behind, and he's like
wait,
goes
are
back
you
to
okay?
sweeping. He goes, who said that?
You said the boxes fell on you. Are you okay?
He's like looking around. He's like,
I tap on his shoulder. Right here.
oh my god. By this. What do you want? What do you want?
I just wanted to
I don't
see.
have anything. I don't have anything
okay,
to take from me. Okay,
you give me a second to talk. I can actually maybe tell you what I want.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if you're okay. You said the boxes fell on you.
Why would you care? And he like goes back to sweeping. Like,
It's okay. Let's look at the Vox box. Let's
And
look at the Vox box.
I've already put the Vox in the Vox box in the Vox box player. I've turned it on,
Okay.
and it says.
okay, so you press the button, and you go. It's one of those. And it goes, and it begins to whir up like, and like, you see that what happens is as you press it,
Wait, can I stop it?
yeah.
Why are we doing this in here? Let's go somewhere else. This brownie, or maybe we can ask for a minute.
Do I have like an Arcanica spell where I can throw something down on the ground and immediately encapsulates us in a
Oh, you
magic
want
spell?
to do a silent spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
roll an
only with me. Like
Yeah,
us
roll an
three.
Arcanica. Go for it.
Ooh,
Yeah, someone else do it.
that was bad. I'll try.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a 0.
Tippin
Here,
would
I'll
like
try-
to be a distraction.
I'll try again. I'm
'cause I
gonna
have
try
two
one more
left.
time and then you distract.
Do you want different dice?
I know my dice, but the luck has been great. Just not anything else. Okay. Okay. That is, oh, that's much better. That is a 5.
What does it look like? How do you cast the silent spell? Because you cast it right around you guys.
Ooh. I take my fan and then I like wave it around.
Cool.
So it's like a blue sort of air that swishes around and then like
it's like
dissipates.
looks like a wave.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it kind of like
yeah.
encapsulates you
Yeah.
guys. And so it's silent, like just around you guys.
Okay, now go.
So you press it, and what happens is it connects into the base of it, and it snaps, and it begins to the top part of it begins to spin. And as it begins to spin, it goes spin, 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 and it just spins. And you know that usually what happens at this point is that there's a connection that goes basically like it. So it begins to spin, and then it will lift off, and that's where the voice comes from.
Yeah.
It basically opens the box, and as it spins, and like the voice is in the center of it, and then it will spin down.
So this is an empty Vox box?
No, what you get the sense of is that this particular one. Actually, roll me a notice. Roll me a notice real quick.
Oh, my notice is shit. Can someone else roll it?
Oh.
Tipping, roll for it.
You sure you want Tippin? 2.
2, that's good enough. So like you're like it's not working. So Tippin goes and looks at it, and Tippin, you notice that there's an extra groove, which means that this needs a particular Vox box. A Vox box player. So it's not just a generic one, it's a very particular type of Vox box.
So it has like an extra groove, like an extra mechanism has to fit
Yes.
into it? All right, I'll try. With academia, can I see if I can almost fashion that extra groove?
That would be a mechanica.
That's a mechanica. Okay.
Now,
I don't have
here's the
mechanica.
thing. You can roll me an academia to see if it's possible.
Yes,
and
can I
then-
see if it's possible and then...
I
Yes,
have a
citizen.
2 in
Absolutely,
Mechanica,
citizen. It is
so
a beta
I might
bax.
be able to do something there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Okay. It's you not only are able to you break it down to the point where you're like, okay, I know exactly how you would build this thing. Like, and I'm gonna say you immediately go over and sketch out plans real quick.
Yes.
You can't build it, but you have plans to build the Vox box player that this thing needs.
Can this guy build it?
I mean, you can try showing it to him and stuff like that. I mean, you guys are still in that silent spell.
All right, I'd immediately dispel it. And then,
Oh,
Can you build this?
I need you to roll an Arcana because you're dispelling her spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
that is a 3.
What did you roll? A 5?
A
A 2. It was a 2, wasn't
No,
it?
I rolled a 2.
No, I
for the
had it. It
notice.
was
She
pretty
rolled a
high.
5.
I think it
You
was
rolled a
5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you try and nothing happens.
I just step out of it.
Just a second,
okay.
and then I do it.
Okay.
Can you build this?
So the brownie goes, he's like over there, he's like polishing a mandolin, and he's like, what is this? What is this? What's going on?
And Tippin, can you build this?
He goes and he like takes it and looks at it and goes, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you have the extra mechanism
For
here?
a specific type of box?
Oh, like a locked.
Yeah.
Oh. No, that would make sense. I'll tell you what. Let me buy these plans off you. And I'll build one. And you get the first one free. Okay? But these plans are mine. Okay?
Whoa, wait a second. And I take those back.
Yeah, but he would have the copyright.
If these, let's not this is apparently,
Okay.
I mean,
Worth a
it's
little bit
worthless,
of money.
really. I mean, it's
it's not.
absolutely
of course
worthless.
It's not worthless.
It's complete.
Let's try us making it first, and then,
I mean, look, I'll give you a dare for it.
no.
Oh, if he's giving me a dare.
How about
first.
2?
No.
I don't know. 2 dares. It seems low.
Look, I'll give you.
Oh, hold on. I have the art of verbal confrontation. That's my art. I never get to use it. Can I use this on him right now to get him to do it for free?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try to get into a verbal confrontation to do it for free. He's like, no, I'll. So he's like, look, I'll do it for you. You can get the first one free, but the copyright for this is mine. That's what I'm asking.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
As a pixie collector, someone that collects things, could I know like the inherent worth of something to someone
It's
else?
like an appraisal.
Yeah,
that would be
I would know.
that would be more.
Yeah,
on
she
you.
would know for sure.
Yeah.
Roll me just. Okay.
Like a notice
Yeah, roll a notice.
to see if I can.
But I'm gonna give you a
Phrase.
free re-roll if
Okay.
you need it.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 3, so I'm gonna take that re-roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
And no, it's
Three is
okay.
Three high enough, or
It-
should I?
roll for it, and if you
Okay.
get a higher, we'll take it. If not,
Okay.
we'll take that 3.
No, it's lower. Yeah, I'll take the 3. I take the 3.
So you look over the plans real quick, and you were looking over them while Tippin was making them. And as you were looking over them, you notice that this could be very lucrative. You've never seen anybody do a thing where they were able to lock a Vox box before and have it particularly keyed for that particular machine. And you're able to look at it and see, if you change this here, you could do a bunch of different combinations. So it's not like anything you've ever seen before. And VoxBox technology is relatively new. So this is a variation on that. It could be lucrative.
We're definitely not selling this. I think that I would have a list of like contacts.
4 dares.
No. Excuse me, sir. And then I cast another silent spell because I think that I would have. Can I say that I have like a book of contacts that I would go to for things?
Sure.
So that I
Actually,
might have.
roll me a luck. I mean, I think you do, but let's see
Yeah.
what.
Really bad.
Here's the
luck.
thing. If you want to, you can spend reputation.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna do that and roll again.
No. You don't even have to.
Oh, okay.
Because this is basically. So this is where I imagine that reputation would actually work in more than it just being fate points. It's the fact that you are using your reputation with people you know to know that. So I'm going to say yes. If you give me this reputation, you have that little book and you have the contacts for
Yeah.
what you need for this.
Then I would have a contact who would be able to build me custom magical items. That's what.
Custom custom mechanica.
Yeah, custom mechanica. Yeah.
I'm going to say yes. You do. Yes, you do. It is Embalar's little brother, Casper. Casper is a mechanist, like
he is.
your mother.
He's a mama's boy, of course. He is.
But he's an artist. That's his difference from your mother, is that he loves art more than he loves the mechanica.
And that's why we sometimes get along.
Yeah.
We remember that.
So what's going on is you met Casper, and he will build stuff for you. He's kind of got a crush on you.
Oh.
Aww.
All right. Then yeah, definitely. All right.
So let's go.
So is
So I think we're done here because we can go to.
6 dares. 6 dares, my final offer.
thank you. Immediately we walk outside.
As we're leaving, Emmy gave me an Og, and I want to give it to. What's his name?
Elmer.
Elmer. I want to give it to Elmer.
So as you guys are leaving, Elmer's over there in the corner and he's sweeping. And so how do you do?
Elmer, I wanted you to thank you for finding that box for us. Lift it off my neck and.
Yeah, he takes it and he goes, I can't take your money. I can't.
It's a tip.
And
Please
he runs away, basically.
I'm gonna slip it in his pocket.
Tippin.
Roll a stealth.
I'm slipping it in his pocket. Tippin's focused on this now. That's a stealth 2.
I'm gonna say that does it. So you're able to basically put it in his pocket as he like basically runs in the back.
Okay.
And you guys are out.
So,
So Chet is sitting out. Chet was in the corner like ding 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 ding. Flum. He's just like flum, like strumming on basically a ukulele. I like it.
Come on, Chet. We need to go.
All right, then.
And I'm already out
put
the
it
door.
back. Put it back.
Oh, all right then. He puts it back, and you guys are out in the street now. He's like, "This has been a fun day. Where are we going now?"
Oh wait, crap. I was going to do this earlier, but I don't know if I said it before. That like I just mentioned I was going to like try to sketch the guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can I just roll to see if it's
Yeah,
like
just
good?
roll. Just roll.
Just to see if it's a good,
Yeah.
a good
Don't add
artist.
anything to it. Just roll 4, and we'll see what the skill of it is.
Do you mean someone to blow on it?
Yes.
Nothing.
It's average.
A 0, which is average.
It's an average drawing.
I mean, here's the thing. I imagine that your character was given like a classical education.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah, can I use like my Ardeo heritage as a sort of plus?
yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to, re-roll.
Yes.
Whoa.
Much better. That's a 2.
Yeah.
So you do a decent sketch of
Yes.
what's the sketch of?
It's of his face.
Whose face?
The dead body that Fenelle killed. Because I
Oh,
want to know
okay.
who this pell-mell guy is. I'm gonna take his little PM thing, and I'm gonna go talk to Ezzy, and I want to find out who this guy was, who he worked for, where can I find the other ones, and where Fenelle is.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, so you are able to do that. You have. I'm gonna say, where are you guys going? That's the next decision.
Back. Yeah. Where did
And you do this while you're in transit to wherever you're
the
going. You
Pell-Mells.
draw this.
Yeah.
we could go? So, in order to find out the stuff about the Pell-Mells, you want to go back to the station. I'm assuming.
That's where we said that they have the database there.
So you can go there. I'll send a pixie to Casper, and he can just meet us, and then we can discuss plans for this box contraption.
Actually, I don't want to go back to the database because I
Okay.
would have to go talk to Corrigan. I don't want to go back there yet because I have nothing. I want to go straight back to the witching hour, to the club where Ezzy popped us.
Magic hour.
The magic hour. I want to go back to
Where's the gossip rag?
Yes, I want to go to the magic hour, and I want to go there, and I want to see if anybody else knows where Ezzy frequents. Oh, because they're a dueling club, but they're like a low key dueling club, so they probably don't have like an actual like warehouse,
Like a
where-
dojo
like
type
a
thing.
dojo.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe someone there at the magic hour knows where.
Okay. All right.
Ezzy
So
and
you
Ball.
want to go back to the magic hour, and you guys are gonna go back to your shop.
Well, I'll just send a pixie to Casper to have him come to the magic hour, and then we can discuss.
So you're all
plans
gonna go to the
for-
magic hour.
Yeah.
Should
Okay.
we send her the plans?
So
No.
so
Let's keep the plans.
so you go to
do you think that's
you go to a pixie station. A pixie station is basically it's
I found it.
like a red metal tube type thing. It's got PMU, it's got Pixie Messenger Union on the top of it, and you put in like a couple of Lara, and what? Yeah, you put in a couple of Lara, and like you and it like does like a cryptex like turns around, and then one comes up and goes bing, and it opens, and there's a pixie like sitting there. There's a pixie sitting there like eating like a grape, and goes, "Can I help you?"
Sorry to interrupt. Can you just, when you're finished, send a message to Casper Ardeo telling him to meet Owen Villard at the magic hour for an interesting project?
Okay. And he like sets it down and like gets up, and he goes, "Where are you from?"
Owen Villard.
Owen. Are you that Owen?
Probably not. What Owen?
Nothing. And he flies away.
Excuse me.
As he flies away, you notice that on the side of this PMU box is an advertisement. And it says, Silver Lane Curiosity Shop. It smells. this ad, and it basically lists 5 reasons why you should never go to this shop. This ad authorized by Alfred Brillen.
Oh my gosh, so dramatic. I rip it down.
And now that you've seen it, you look around, and they're everywhere.
That's enough out of you.
Oh, that's just great.
Can I wanna do a spell on MB that just shoots a blast of water on his face and messes up his perfectly coiffed hair. Do I have to roll it for that?
No,
Do I have to roll for that?
I'm gonna say that happens. That's fine.
And I'm all covered in water. And I'm just. I just keep laughing.
Anyway, I'm gonna deal with that later. Are we going somewhere?
And then I'm somberly reminded of Fenelle.
Sent your girlfriend to
Yeah, I
possibly
know.
her doom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is real
it was a
funny.
nice distraction. It was a nice distraction. I needed that.
Yeah,
I didn't
just
send
her
her.
house. It's fine.
Thank you, Tippin. How was that og?
In the chat, give me the 5 reasons why people shouldn't
not
go
helping me, man. You're supposed to be my friend.
I
to
am your
Owen's
friend, but
Curiosity
you also
Shop.
insulted my home.
Win.
So what do you guys do? How do you guys get to the magic hour?
Fair.
Is it in walkable distance, or do we need to take a cab?
Roll luck. One of you roll luck. Owen, roll luck, since this is up to her. I'm gonna say it's within walkable distance. You have to like cut through a couple of different places, but you can do it.
No free tea.
Will you please write down, Allie, what the 5 reasons are that they're
She's already.
being
Some standard
No free-
cheese. Yeah.
no free tea, being locked in a bird cage. So you guys are walking, or you guys are on your way, and it's you guys and Chet is there, and you guys are walking. And as you're getting closer, and you have to take a side alley, and you take a side alley, and you're walking down the alley. And as you're walking down the side alley, there's a
Look around and notice who that is.
at the end of the alleyway. There's a guy in a bowler hat.
I straight up. I have my strike. Yeah, I'm gonna.
M,
Yeah, I
I
walk up.
nudge you forward a little
I
bit.
go straight up. You don't even have to nudge me. I'm already on my way over there.
And as he goes up, there's another, like the same song begins to be whistled, and you hear it, and before you know it, there's like 8 to 10, and they're like coming out of alleyways, and they're like on rooftops and stuff, and they're all.
Is it the Pell-Mells?
Yeah, did they look like the other guy?
And takes off his bowler hat, and you see that it's not a he, it's a she. It's Ezzy.
I knew it.
Oh crap.
And she's like, my friends, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, Ezzy.
I hear you got Chet.
I mean, he's like right next to us.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, how about you hand over Chet, and we let your girl go. How about that?
My girl.
Yeah, cute thing.
No.
Little green around the edges.
Without even hesitating, I immediately just go and I flick a fireball right at her chest.
And we're going to end it right there.
No! Does it hit her? I just want to at least know does it hit.
All right, roll an attack. This
I
will be
have fire combat magic +4, and I'm angry, and I'm pissed off. And I don't even care. Does it hit? If it doesn't hit, I'm spending a fate point.
What did you get on it?
I got a 5.
5? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Because I have a 5. This woman's going down. Whatever, it's a 4.
So you fire that, and she brings out her rod strike and puts up a shield basically, and it braces, it crests over that shield, and then she dissipates it and goes, "That was a big mistake." And it's the camera pans up from the alleyway as they all move in towards you guys, and we'll pick it up next time to see what happens. So there you go, guys. That is episode 5 of Warda. Thank you so much for being a part of the chat, for jumping in with us. If you've been new to the chat and new to the game, thank you guys so much. We love Warda, and we love that you guys make it a big part of what we're doing. So again, I'm going to reiterate, like I do at the end of everything, this world is not just for me. It's not just for these guys. It's for you guys too. If you have questions, comments, if you have fan art, if you have fan fiction, if you have anything fan related, feel free to send it to us at welcometowarda@gmail.com. You guys are awesome, and just remember, you have control over what happens in your life, and that's one of the reasons why we love doing this. Is we get to have control over what's going on with us in this world, and you get that same control. So thank you guys so much, and we will catch you next time, 7:30 right here on the Twitch stream for One Shot Podcast, and catch you next time, citizens.